Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. Now we're going to be taking a look at the Legends Limited Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Vegeta fusing into Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Wow, Legends did not hold back. Let's just jump right into it because these breakdowns are going to be super long. This, I'm going to be honest, I actually think this is going to be the most interesting mechanic. And just based off of their previews, I think this character is going to be more popular and stronger. For the simple fact that they introduced this chain assault mechanic that disregards everything. He's basically Super 17 on steroids. Let's go into it. Able to fuse mid-battle into Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta, the Legends Limited tag character Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Vegeta joins the fight. Super Saiyan God, I'm just going to say it. Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta before the fusion. Here are their highlights. Number 1, combo stopping power when in a jam. If your health is at 50% or below after being hit by an enemy's arts attack, greatly reduce their ki and stop their combo in its tracks. Number 2, instantaneous explosive power. When the unique gauge is full, use a strike, blast, or special move to get a temporary 50% buff to damage inflicted. Get ready to deal some serious damage with the special move arts. Number 3, fusion. Keep tag switching between Goku and Vegeta to fill up the synchro gauge and then fuse. On fusing into Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta, you restore health by 100% and gain both powerful offensive and defensive abilities. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta after fusing highlights. Number 1, new ability Assault Chain. Chain a strike arts after a strike or blast arts to activate the new ability Assault Chain. Assault Chain nullifies annoying ability. They just flat out say it, bro. Assault Chain nullifies annoying abilities like special cover changes and counters, giving you the chance to go on the attack. They just come out and say it. They set up an annoyance to sell you a counter to it. Wow, we're countering counters at this point. Number 2, destroy tons of enemy cards. When entering the battlefield, you'll destroy all of your enemies' Blast Arts cards. Plus, using the main ability will destroy all of their cards. It'll be your turn to attack, and your opponent won't be able to do anything about it. Yeah! Number 3, the unique gauge gets even stronger. Using a strike, blast, or special move arts card will now also nullify unfavorable element factors. This will help you dish out damage even to opponents with elements that would normally give you some trouble. Don't miss your chance to experience the fusion between the most powerful rivals of them all with Legends Limited Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. So here they are, the yellow, I guess, headlining unit here. Another cheeky beaky thing that they did. There's 10% max HP down here. I don't know, they did it again. You know how crazy this is going to be? If you're, I guess Goresh in this case, if you have all these characters at 14 stars, the Fusion Warrior team is going to be massive. Vegito gives 10% max HP. Gogeta gives 10% max HP. And then, you know, LF Super Vegito gives max HP. You can run the Gotenks, who's a yellow Fusion Warrior Zenkai buffer. Like, you just put the Super Vegito at the beginning, you put the Gogeta, you have LF Super Vegito, you can pair one more Fusion Warrior. Like, it's crazy. It's legit craziness. All the max HP that they can get. This team could legit be sitting at 4 million plus HP with Zenkai buffers. Isn't that crazy? To me, that's crazy. That's pure lunacy. And because they're not ultras, it'll be easier to play around with. Plus, a lot of the Fusion Warriors are also on God Key. It's kind of crazy. 38% to Fusion Warriors, Saiyan, or Sagas from the movies base strike attack and defense, plus 18% to God Key base blast defense, and plus 10% to tag God Key max base HP during battle. Alright. It looks like for this tag switch character, you start as the Goku. So, strike card. Strike arts have armor, so charge in without any fear enemy blast arts. While this effect is not on strike arts in general, Goku provides a strike card that recovers your health. Pretty good. Blast card. While not an effect on blast cards in general, Goku has a blast card that recovers own ki. It's a held card, which means other characters can use it too. Blue card. Charge your switch gauge by 100% and shorten your ally subcounts. This special move makes it super easy to tag switch to Vegeta or swap out with a character on standby depending on how the battle is going. Blue card. Deal massive impact damage. The following effects occur upon activation. 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 counts. Charge your own switch gauge by 100%. Activates once. Shorten ally sub count by 3. Blast armor when charging forward. So a melee base blue card. His green card. Able to destroy all your enemy's special arts cards. Restore own health and ki and more. You're sure to get a lot of use out of Goku's special arts. Although it only activates once, you get to charge up your switch gauge by 60%, making it easier to do a tag switch. Very similar to Vegito. The whole focus is for you to very rapidly get into the fusion mechanic. You get your synchro gauge filled up, whether that be them allowing you to combo super easily or earn tag switches very easily. They've definitely thought about how pivotal it is and how everyone really just wants to fuse. So this makes sense. No biggie. Randomly draw 1 new card. Restore on health by 15%, activates twice. Restore on ki by 50. 20% damage inflicted for 15 counts. Charges your switch gauge by 60%, activates once. Applies the attribute upgrade, shorten your own sub count by 3 to self for 15 counts. And destroy all of your enemy's special arts cards. Very cool. Switch ability. Tag switch into Vegeta. Twice each, restore your vanish gauge by 50% and nullify enemy special cover changes. So they've done it differently here. These guys restoring vanish gauge is very interesting. Randomly draw 1 new card if you have 3 or fewer. Restore on ki by 50. Restore on vanish gauge by 50%. Activates twice. Applies the buff effect. Nullify cover change for 5 counts. Activates twice and cancels own attribute downgrades. Very nice. Unique ability 1. Sorry, I'm doing like 100,000 different things at the same time because we got so many things going on here right now. But okay, no biggie. Unique ability 1. When entering the battlefield, restore ki and get a 1-time special arts card draw. Plus, you'll destroy 2 of your enemy's blast arts cards, so you're free to go on the offense without worrying about getting hit with the blast arts. Not only that, if your health is at 50% or below after being hit with an arts attack, you'll nullify unfavorable element factors for damage received. Reduce the enemy's ki by 70. Shorten your own ally sub count by 10, all of which makes it easier for you to hang in there and keep on fighting. Applies the following effects to self when the battle starts. 100% to damage inflicted, 40% to strike damage inflicted. Remember that you're on the Goku side. Reduce damage received by 70% and increases your card draw speed by 1 level. The following effects occur when this character enters the field. Draw a green card next, which is, again, this is very strong because you very rapidly can earn your tag switch, which means you get that cover null again, which also means you're able to get your just your super quick combos going and earn another tag switch. It's very, very strong. Restore on ki by 30, 70% to damage inflicted, activates once, and randomly destroy 2 of your enemy's blast arts cards. The following effects occur if own health is 50% or below when hit by an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the field. Nullify own favorable element factors for damage sustained for 15 counts. Shorten ally sub count by 10. Cancel allies downgrade cancel ally attribute downgrades that are normal conditions. Reduce enemy ki by 70. Activation count is shared. This being shared between Goku and Vegeta means it pretty much can only trigger once. Reduce impact damage by 15% for 5 counts when this character uses an arts. And arts. Okay. No biggie, no biggie. Unique ability 2. Goku has a special cover change against strike arts, and if you switch into standby while your health is at 50% or below, you restore health and charge up your synchro gauge by 50%, so go ahead and cover change without worrying about damage. Additionally, this character has a unique gauge that charges when you use a strike blast or special move arts, and when the unique gauge is full, the synchro gauge will charge by 50%. I'm trying to remember how that fares with Vegeta, but okay. Use tag switches and the unique gauge to charge up the synchro gauge, then it's time to fuse. So unique ability 2. Slightly charges own synchro gauge every time this character uses a switch ability. Fuse into Gogeta with 100% health by tapping the synchro gauge when full. Knocks enemy back if a cover change is performed against strike arts, which can chain with a blue. Charges own unique gauge every time this character uses a strike blast or special move arts while they're on the field. So green cards don't count. Applies the follow effects to self once the unique gauge is full. Randomly draw 1 new card if you have 3 or fewer. Restore 30 ki. Charges synchro gauge by 25%. Reset own unique gauge to 0. Oh, and applies the follow effects to self if this character uses a strike blast or special move arts when the unique gauge is full. 50% to damage inflicted for 2 counts. Restores Dragon Balls by 1. Okay, I see. You're pretty much going to want to fill the unique gauge and then use a blue card is what it sounds like. 50% damage inflicted for 2 counts. Doesn't give you a big window for doing any heavy hits. The following effects occur if own health is 50% or below when this character is switched to standby. Restore own health by 30%. Activation count is shared between Goku and Vegeta. Charges own synchro gauge by 50%. Activation count is shared between Goku and Vegeta. 20% damage inflicted by allies and reduce enemy Dragon Balls by 1. Oh man, there's just so much crap going on here. I don't even know what to say, honestly. Rest in peace to all the content creators that are gonna have to figure out. Not just content creators, literally everybody. Everyone's gonna have to remember what the hell's going on here. There's so much crap. Okay, and now we are on to the. We should be the Vegeta side now, right? Oh no, yeah, we're Vegeta side. Blast arm with the strike. Standard blast. Vegeta's special move has the same features as Goku, so it's the same thing. Melee based one with whatchamacallit, the same effects. You know what? This may put some points in the Vegeto's favor just because he has 2 ranged blues, but I'm not really comparing. Vegeta's green card is the same as well. Okay. His tag switch ability, tag switch to Goku. Just like Goku's, you can make use of Vegeta's tag switch to restore your vanish, nullify, cover change, and go in for the attack. So it's the same thing. His unique ability is the same as Goku's, but you'll get an uncancelable 70% boost to key recovery and reduction to arts cost when you first enter the field via tag switch. One way to think of it is by tag switching to Vegeta once this character's basic abilities are now complete. Okay. That also means that you don't really have to fight for too many tag switches, it looks like. But they did that thing again, where they made one character have blast and one character have strike. I wasn't really fond of that. I didn't really see the need for it, especially when you consider how you build characters in this game. But okay. 40% blast damage inflicted, 70% key recovery, -10 to blue card damage, blue card cost, and -5 to arts cost, meaning very low cost for cards in general. The following effects occur when this character enters the field. Draw a special arts card next. Restore 30 key, destroy 2 enemy blast cards. If your HP is 50% or below, similar to Goku's in that you disrupt the opponent with a bunch of stuff. And again, reduce impact damage received by 15% for 5 counts when this character uses an arts. Unique ability 2, same as Goku's, so you can use them in the same way. So I don't need to go over this again just because of how long this kit is. Same thing, strike, cover change, all this fun stuff with the strike, blast special move, the 50% damage inflicted for 2 counts with the unique gauge being full, synchro gauge charging, it's all the same. Now here's the bread and butter, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. He has blast armor going forward, standard blast card. We saw in the preview that he has his own unique blast card animation, which is awesome. Blue card, nullify enemy blast arts when charging forward. So just like Gohan's ultimate, he nullifies blast arts. Not that he has blast armor that can be broken. He nullifies blast arts, meaning he doesn't get hit at all. Plus, reduce your enemy's sustaining damage cut effects and nullify their endurance effects. This is the perfect way to go for the finishing blow. Deals massive impact damage. The following effects occur upon activation. 50% to special move damage inflicted for 3 counts. Applies attribute upgrade minus 30% to enemy sustained damage cut effects for 2 self for 3 timer counts. Nullifies enemies endurance effects for 3 counts. Shorten ally sub count. They gave him the whole shebang, dude. Green card. Charges the unique gauge by 40% and recover both health and ki. On hit, you'll draw an arts card and inflict all enemies with substitution counts, so with the enemy in your sights, you can follow up your next attack and take them down. Plus the following effects to self upon activation. Restore on health by 15%, ki by 50, 20% damage inflicted, and charges on unique gauge by 40%. The following effects occur on hit. Randomly draw 1 new card, inflict all enemies with 3 sub count, and you can chain it in with pretty much everything. Holy crap, dude. Main ability. Charge your unique gauge by 100% and draw a special move arts card. You'll also destroy all your enemies' cards and restore your vanish gauge by 100%. So this works perfectly as both an offensive and defensive move. Draw a blue card next. Restore own health by 20%, ki by 50. Charge his own unique gauge by 100%. Restore his own vanish gauge by 100%. Destroy all of your enemies' cards. Damn, he's just like a complete shut you down and then kick the crap out of you kind of unit. Unique ability 1. When taking an attack or sidestepping to the left or right, you can nullify your enemy's wide range special arts attacks. I've been saying this. We need more units that can deal with AoE green cards, because that feels like a mechanic that is far too uncontested in this game. Think about it logically. AoE green cards are absolutely free for just dealing a ton of stupid damage against your opponent. Nowadays, they give you a card, key, damage, and cover nullification, which means that you just for free get to use this card. It's way too strong. Red Beast Gohan and Yellow Jiren are pretty much the only units that can nullify it, and that's just too restrictive. I think it's a mechanic that is far too untested. So it's good to have more units deal something with that. So this is a win. I like that. Alright, so when you take an AoE green card, you can nullify it. And when entering the battlefield, unfavorable element factors for damage received will also be nullified, meaning this unique ability has great defensive capabilities. On top of that, on strike or blast arts hit, your blast arts cards will change to... Oh, wait, what? On top of that, on strike or blast arts hit, your blast arts cards will change to strike arts cards, making it easy for Gogeta to aim for a powerful strike arts combo. Alright, I see you, legends. Plasma Fallen effects do self after fusion. Restore ki by 100, 30% to damage inflicted, nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 15 counts, nullifies attribute downgrades under normal conditions for 50 counts, cancels attribute downgrades under normal conditions. The fallen effects occur when the character enters the battlefield. 40 ki restored. Ghost type neutral for damage sustained for 15 counts. Destroy all your enemies. Blast arts cards. So I guess that's what Vegito has over him, because he has permanent type neutral. Applies the fallen effects to self when this character uses an arts. Randomly draw one new card, activates once. Activation count resets after character switch. This already sounds a little toxic, because regardless of what you draw, the assault chain will... It sounds like if it's a blast card, it turns into strike with this assault chain mechanic. But basically guaranteed that you can get 5 strikes, assuming my understanding is right, but we'll see. Activation count resets on character switch. Restore on health by 10 and ki by 50. Activation count resets after character switch. Reduce impact damage received by 15% for 5 timer counts. Change his own blast arts cards to strike arts cards upon landing a strike or blast arts hit. Activates once. Activation count resets after character switch. So you pretty much just open up with a blast card and then boom, immediately assault chain. Just go off on them. Like a minigun, basically. Nullifies enemies' wide range special arts attacks while this character is in one of the following states. It only happens once. Aw, come on. How many green cards do we see Gohan get in the game? 8, 10, 15, 20. Not unheard of. Sliding or moving, standing still, sidestepping, receiving an attack, all that other fun stuff. So basically like everybody else. Unique ability 2. Gogeta has a new ability, Assault Chain, which can nullify enemy special cover changes and counters if you chain a strike arts after a strike or blast arts. Being able to pull off a combo without worrying about special cover changes or counters is a great feeling, so make sure to try it out. In a departure from the pre-fusion abilities, Gogeta has a special cover change against blast arts. That's another thing you're going to have to remember. Between the respective tag switches, it changes, and when you fuse, it changes again. If a strike, blast, or special move arts is used when the unique gauge is full, Gogeta also gains the ability to nullify unfavorable element factors, so you'll be able to dish out some serious damage even against enemies with elements you're weak against. Plasma Fallen effects to strike arts command chained to a strike or blast arts. Wait, what? The Plasma Fallen effects to strike arts command chained to a strike. Okay. The wording is a bit weird, but if you open up with a blast and then start chaining all your strikes, the same thing happens. Nullify enemy special actions that activate when changing cover, so no cover change. Nullifies enemies evade or counter actions that activate while receiving an attack, so UI Goku, MUI, not MUI, but UI Gokus and Gohan's not going to be able to deal with this. Knock enemy back to long range if a cover change is performed against a blast art, so you can chain with a blue. Charges on unique gauge every time this character uses a strike, blast, or special move arts while they're on the field. Pots of fallen effects once the unique gauge is full. Randomly draw one new card if you have 3 or fewer. Restore health by 10 and ki by 50. Resets on unique gauge to 0 and applies the fallen effects to the character if the character uses a strike, blast, or special move while the unique gauge is full. So it's an attacking gauge. I really like that. But the fact that it's pretty obvious what they want you to do. They really want you to do this assault chain that rapidly goes into the unique gauge, which randomly draws you another card, which is probably going to be a strike card, and you got 50% damage inflicted, and you're type neutral with that. Your ideal scenario is that you have a full hand of strike arts, And then you immediately get Gogeta's unique gauge, and then you have 4 strike arts, and you have 2 timer counts of 50% damage inflicted, and you're type neutral. It's basically the most crazy rapid fire combo of all time. Insane amounts of damage for 2 timer counts. A very short window to kick the crap out of them. That's basically what this is. The fall effects occur if own health is 50% or below when this character switches standby. Restore on health by 10%, shorten on sub count by 3, 20% to damage inflicted by allies. I don't really know why they're doing that. And reduce enemy Dragon Balls by 1. I don't even know what to say. All I know is Gogeta by default is going to be praised as a stronger unit and more favored just because of Assault Chain. It doesn't matter what Vegito could have done with the Rising Rush, with the permanent type neutral, with the whatever. None of that matters simply because this right here is the strongest mechanic in the entire game. It literally says you don't have to care about anything. You don't have to care about gauges or cover changes. This is the strongest mechanic in the entire game. Probably only beaten by Vegito's Rising Rush mechanic. It's the strongest thing in the game. It's the easiest thing to use. That is simply why Gogeta is going to appear and be better perceived by people when it comes to ranking the 2 units. Just because of Assault Chain. This alone is what's going to make this guy appear better and be better in people's eyes. You guys let me know in the comment section below what you think. The only thing I can think of is this is just part 1 of the anniversary. We got 2 brand new insane. We got like 4 new mechanics. We got the new in-game fusion. We got Assault Chain. We got Vegito's baloney Rising Rush cheese ball thing. And then we also got one more thing I don't remember off the top of my head. All these things put together is just part 1. Where do we go with part 2, which is Game Originals? It's almost guaranteed to be a Game Originals unit. Let's be real here. They did it part 2 Legends Fest. They're going to do it again here. And they introduced a new mechanic, Indestructible, in Legends Fest. I wager they're going to introduce a new mechanic here. It's going to be insane. I'm pretty sure that new mechanic is basically going to be the character punches you in the face through the phone. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be at that point. But either way, you let me know in the comment section below what you think about all these characters and their gimmicks and who you're summoning for. But until next time, be on the lookout for the showcases and all that other fun stuff. You best believe we're going to be pouring out all the content when it's out. But until then, peace!